everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Calvin and it's just gonna be me today. We won't be doing our usual property related videos today. As you can see right now, this is my bedroom. I've been required to stay in here because I'm under quarantine. Unfortunately, I have been diagnosed with contracting COVID-19 recently, just a couple of days ago. Don't worry, I'm doing fine, aside from a mild fever, some sore throat, and flu-like symptoms. Sorry for the raspy voice. I'm fine, and if you're wondering, Dylan is doing fine as well. He has been doing the self-test kits every day, and he's testing negative. I honestly didn't think I would ever get the COVID virus. When I saw the test result come back from the hospital and it showed me positive, I was actually quite shocked. Didn't know what to do, but fortunately the staff at MKN and the hospital that I went to, KPJ, they were very helpful and very reassuring after I had been reported positive for COVID. So I haven't really seen much videos on people doing what happens when you get COVID in Malaysia. So in today's video, I'll be showing you my experience on what happens when you do get COVID. I'll also be vlogging what happens during my quarantine, what routines I go through each day to keep me sane. Yeah. So first of all, let's start with the self-testing kits. So first of all, there are many brands out there in the market. They all do the same thing. So a few tips I would give you is that make sure to read the instructions very carefully and follow them to the letter. And if you can, try to get more than one brand to test yourself with, and try to do more than one test result, one kit, if you're unsure with the result that you're getting. If you do kind of feel like you have the symptoms, or the test kit kind of shows you have positive but you're unsure, stay calm. Don't guess if you're unsure, and seek medical professional help. Go to a doctor, go to any clinic, they'll be able to help you. Because for me, I did 4 different tests. I got 2 positives and 2 negatives. So I was actually quite nervous. I didn't know what to do. I tried to tell myself to calm down, not to overthink it, and just head to the hospital. Yeah, and try not to guess the results, whether if I'm fine or not, because I don't know. So it's better to be safe than sorry. So for me, when I kind of saw that I had I gotten a positive result on the self-test kits, I went to the closest hospital to me at the time, which was KPJ Miri. So I went there and took a PCR test. To my understanding, it is either a nasal test where they stick a swab down your nose, but what I got was a nasal and oral one, which was where they stuck a swab down your throat as well. It doesn't hurt. It was quick. So don't worry about that. It doesn't hurt. And you can get your test results on the day. I went to get the tests around 4 p.m. I believe, and I got the results at around 9 or 10 p.m. They can either send your results via email or phone call, so it's up to you. So what you had to do there to take the test is provide your IC and your phone number, contact number, your details, as well as fill up a digital form there. When I got my result, I opted for the email option. They sent the results via email. It also came with a set of instructions of what I should do, which is to update my Sejahtera, as well as being informed that I will receive a call from Majelis Kesihatan Negara (MKN). During the following day, what I got was a call from the MKN staff. What they asked me was a very brief interview on the symptoms I was experiencing, if I had any headaches or nausea, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, stuff like that, which luckily I don't have. After that, they asked for possible close contacts that you might have, which means if you came into contact with people who had or have positive COVID, then to assess your situation, they would ask for a screenshot of your MySejahtera check-in history. So this is to see where you have been in the last couple of days, so that they can kind of narrow down the possibility of where or who you contracted the COVID from. But for my case, it was unknown, so they just put me under a random random victim or something. After that, they'll ask you for the people who have come into close contact with you, with the victim. So for me, it's my family members, as well as Dylan, obviously. So I had to give my family members information, such as their IC, their phone numbers, their contact numbers. This is so that they can register your close contacts for a PCR test. For a RPK test. It is free, by the way, but the requirement is that they have to quarantine themselves for a couple of days. And at the end of that quarantine, they will have to go to a specified hospital or clinic to conduct the RPK test. Then they would ask me to register on MySejahtera, an app that is used to track your movement, especially with relations to COVID. Asked me to register as a positive COVID victim, as well as asking your close contacts to change their MySejahtera status to close contact. So after all the interview was done, I was informed that I should quarantine myself at home for 10 days. So that is strictly my case. I'm not sure about other people who might have like worse conditions. But for me, most probably because my symptoms were mild, I got to quarantine myself at home. During that time, during the home quarantine period, you would have to fill in a daily home assessment tool twice a day. That is found on the MySejahtera app. It basically asks if you have any new development in your symptoms while contracting COVID during your quarantine. I guess it's to track your health while contracting this virus. The MKN also informed me that the staff member from the CAC, which is the COVID Assessment Center, would call me to do a daily monitoring via the phone during my quarantine period. I'm not quite sure what that is all about yet. They're supposed to call me on Monday. Today is Sunday. So yeah, I don't know what that is all about. But I'll make sure to give you an update when they do call me in the next video, as well as a vlog, as I mentioned before. So that's my experience with contracting COVID. I know it's not something proud to say, but yeah, that's my experience so far. I am by no means an expert on the procedures when you do contract this virus, so don't take what I say as take what I say with a grain of salt. Don't use it as a guideline. This is just me sharing my experience, and I'm very lucky to have I'm very lucky and very grateful to have only contracted this virus with so far very mild symptoms. However, if you do contract COVID-19 or feel like you do have some of the symptoms that relate to COVID-19, my advice would be stay calm, don't panic, don't guess, and seek medical advice from a professional. Alright, that's all for today's video. If you found this video informative, make sure to leave a like. If you want to follow up with my quarantine journey, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, bye.